Hello friends, my name is Vikas. So friends, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store in your Android phones. This app will help you in boosting your preparation. Once you have downloaded this app, you can go and log in with your Gmail or Google ID in this application. And once you have logged in, then you will be transferred to this page here. On this page, you will be able to see home, all courses, my courses and doubt sessions also. So in the courses, if we talk to you, in the courses in our if you purchase course from us, we will be providing you with multiple material for your preparation. Material such as your daily current affairs, your weekly current affairs, your monthly current affairs. In daily, we will be providing you with 20 questions quiz, an ebook that is in your PDF formats of the questions of that particular day. Then we'll be providing you in weekly with the same 50 question quiz that will be a compiled and important 50 questions, and also we'll be providing you a compiled PDF of the weekly current affairs then in the question answer format also. It will be a very helpful PDF, and similarly for monthly also we'll be providing you important monthly current affairs on a monthly basis. So the same content you will be revising maximum number of times and it will help you in your preparation. We'll also provide material related to your banking and awareness also, and apart from that we'll be covering all important topics such as your apps and web portal, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, awards, obituary, important days and what not. Everything will be covered in this topic wise by me only. So apart from that, we also provide state wise current affairs that will also help you to prepare for the regional exams. So friends, in today's video we will be discussing important current affairs of 30th of April. The session will be very helpful and important to you, so do pay attention till the end and do watch the video till the end. Apart from this, do take notes. I will say it again, notes are very important and it will be helping you in the long term when you will be revising before your exam. You won't be watching each and every video again and again, but you will be revising these notes. So I suggest you all and I encourage all of you to make notes, be it one-liner notes or detailed notes, but do make notes. We will be talking about Ryzena Dialogue. This is the 7th edition of the Ryzena Dialogue that was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. I repeat, Ryzena Dialogue. But what is this Ryzena Dialogue? First of all, we will talk about this. This Ryzena Dialogue in India is the premier conference on geopolitics and geoeconomics that is committed to addressing the world's most pressing concerns. It is named after Ryzena Hills. This where is Ryzena Hills? Can you tell me? This is the seat of the government of India where your parliament house is located, at Ryzena Hills. Alright, that is the reason it was named after Ryzena Hills. And this Ryzena Dialogue is the conference on geopolitics and economics. So recently it was the 7th edition of this Ryzena Dialogue that was conducted, or it was inaugurated by whom? It was inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It was of 3 days dialogue that was from 25th of April to 27th of April. Where was this conducted? Where is Ryzena Hills? It is in New Delhi. This conference was hosted by the Observer Research Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of External Affairs of Government of India. Alright, then remember, recently President of the European Union Miss Ursula von der Leyen recently paid a visit to India. It was her first visit to India as the President of the European Commission. So question can be asked to you in two ways here. First, what edition of Ryzena Dialogue was conducted or inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi? It was the 7th edition. And where was this conducted? It was in New Delhi. Where are Ryzena Hills? They are in New Delhi only. And question can be asked that Parliament Street or your parliament is located on which hills? It is located on the Ryzena Hills only. Moving on. Next topic. Railways Ministry recently signed a pact with CDOT for modernization of telecommunication facilities for public safety and security services. What is CDOT? CDOT stands for Center for Development of Telematics. So recently Ministry of Railways has signed an MOU with whom? CDOT, that is your Center for Development of Telematics. It is a MOU for coordination and resource sharing with respect to the provisions of telecommunication facilities in the delivery and implementation of CDOT's telecom solutions and services in Indian Railways. To make the Indian Railways better, to make the Indian Railways telecommunication unit better, to provide better facilities in the delivery and implementation of CDOT telecom solutions in the Indian Railways, this MOU was signed between Ministry of Railways and the Center for Development of Telematics. For the following world standards, in order to match up with the world standards, CDOT and the Ministry of Railways will work on the modernization of telecommunication in the Indian Railways for public safety and security using LTER, that is your long term evolution of railways. Alright, so this is the reason this MOU was signed between Ministry of Railways and Development, that is the Center of Development of Telematics, that is CDOT. Next topic. Next we'll be talking about Unnat Bharat Abhiyan 2.0. I repeat, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan 2.0 recently completed 4 years, that was launched on 25th of April 2018. First of all, let's talk about Unnat Bharat Abhiyan 1 version, first version, then we'll be proceeding to the second version that was launched in the year 2018. So if we are talking about Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, this was the first version of it. This was launched in the year 2014. This is a flagship program of the Ministry of Education, or earlier that was known as Ministry of Human Resource and Development. This Unnat Bharat Abhiyan was launched on 11th of November 2014. The main aim of it is to link higher education institutes with a set of at least 5 villages, so that these institutions can contribute to the economic and social betterment of the village communities using their knowledge base. I repeat, under this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan that was launched on 11th of November 2014, the aim was to link higher education institutes with at least a set of 5 villages. These higher education institutes will be helping these villages to provide various information, various knowledge about economic and social betterment of the villages, and with the help of these knowledge, the community will be using to make these villages better with the help of the knowledge base that will be provided by these higher education institutes. So the first version, when was it launched? 11th of November 2014. It was a flagship program of Ministry of Education. Alright, then if I move to the second phase of this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, this was launched in the year 2014. This was launched in the year 2018. This was an upgraded version of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan 1.0. The first version was undertaken in the invitation model, in which participating institutions were invited to be a part of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. But under second version, under 2.0 challenge model of the UBA program, in which all the higher education institutes are required to willingly adopt at least 5 villages. What is the difference? In the first version, they were requested, they were given invitation that you should adopt at least 5 villages. But in the second version, they are forced, they are required to adopt at least 5 villages under them, so that they can transform them, they can provide them knowledge, they can provide them required knowledge, so that those villages can transform them in a better way. This objective is to engage the faculty and students of the HEIs in understanding the rural realities. Alright, so this is the second version. Coming back, first version was launched in 2014, second version is launched in 2018, and second version is on challenge model. All the higher education institutes are forced to adopt at least 5 villages and turn them into a better village based on the knowledges. So this is your Unnat Bharat Abhiyan that was recently launched. Now the news is, in the year 2022, recently Unnat Bharat Abhiyan has completed 4 years. Unnat Bharat Abhiyan 2.0 was launched with the vision of transformational change in the rural development possessed by the Ministry of Education. Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi has been designated to function as the national coordinating institute for this program. Alright, we have seen Unnat Bharat Abhiyan first version, that higher education institutes will be provided 5 villages. Alright, it is up to them, they can choose the 5 villages or not. Alright, they were given invitation, it was up to them, then they can adopt these 5 villages and provide them or contribute to the economic and social betterment of these village communities, alright, using their knowledge base. But in the second version, these higher education institutes were forced to adopt at least 5 villages and turn them according to their knowledge base. Moving on. Next, we are talking about DACE. What is DACE? Dr. Ambedkar Center of Excellence. Dr. Ambedkar Center of Excellence. Alright. Recent UP Governor and Union Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Virendra Kumar launched a scheme by the name DACE, that is Dr. Ambedkar Center of Excellence scheme. What was this DACE scheme? This scheme was basically launched from BHU. What is BHU? Banaras Hindu University, that is in Varanasi, UP. Remember, under this day scheme, a total of 100 seats will be sanctioned for coaching per center for SC candidates. Dr. Ambedkar Chair Schemes aims to provide advanced centers of learning in the premier universities and educational institutes to understand, assess, decimate and implement the ideas, thoughts of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Alright, so coming back, this day scheme, Dr. Ambedkar Center of Excellence, this is the full form of DACE. This was launched by Virendra Kumar, who is the Union Minister, or you can say who is the UP Governor and Union Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Virendra Kumar. He launched this scheme. He launched it from BHU University, that is your Banaras Hindu University, that is in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. And this, under this day scheme, 100 seats will be sanctioned for coaching, or you can say 100 seats will be reserved for coaching center per SC candidate. This scheme aims to provide advanced centers of learning in the premier universities and educational institutes to understand, assess and decimate and implement the ideas and thought of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. If we are talking about UP, where this scheme was launched, some wildlife sanctuaries such as Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary is located, Hastinapur Wildlife Sanctuary is located, National Chambal Sanctuary is also located in UP. Next, we are talking about India's first or nation's first gene bank. Where was it set up to preserve biodiversity? Nation's first gene bank was launched at Maharashtra to preserve biodiversity. On 28th of April, Maharashtra cabinet headed by Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has approved the India's first of its kind Maharashtra Gene Bank program. I repeat, Chief Minister of Maharashtra Uddhav Thackeray approved the first of its kind Maharashtra Gene Bank program, and the aim of this program is to ensure that the natural resources are passed on to the next generation or to preserve the biodiversity. If you remember, there is a kind of a similar bank in the Antarctica that stores every seed possible that they can find on earth. They have every seed of every plant, grain or any tree you will find, they have that stored in the Antarctic region. Alright, similar based on that, first gene bank program of India was started at Maharashtra. The budget for this program is around 172.39 crore rupees for a period of 5 years in Maharashtra. This program will be run by the State Biodiversity Board to sustain and continue the work. Ecologist and former secretary in the Government of India, Madhav Gadgil, has conceptualized the project that aims to bring the members of the grassroots committee and the scientific community together. Under this project, then remember, 7 areas are identified: marine biodiversity, native crop seed, local breed of livestock, freshwater biodiversity, barren land, that is a grazing land and grassland biodiversity, protection and management of forest and land, rejuvenation of forest land also. So these are the key points on which this project will be working, that is your Maharashtra Gene Bank, or India's first gene bank is set up at Maharashtra to preserve the biodiversity. And these are the projects on which, or these are the 7 areas on which this project will be working. Moving on. Next, we are talking about Aazadi Se Antyodaya Tak. This was a 90-day campaign that was recently launched by our Union Minister for Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, that is Shri Giriraj Singh. I repeat, Aazadi Se Antyodaya Tak. This was a 90-day campaign that was launched by Shri Giriraj Singh. This campaign, that Aazadi Se Antyodaya Tak, this was a 90-day campaign that was launched in 75 districts across 28 states and union territories, with 17 select beneficiary schemes of 9 central ministries. Alright, that means these 70 beneficiary schemes of the central government can be implemented into these 75 districts, and these schemes will be helping the people of these 75 districts. Alright, this is Aazadi se Antyodaya Tak. Apart from this, what was the goal? To take up the 17 selected schemes, as I told you, and these schemes can provide beneficiaries. These schemes can provide various assistance to the people living in that area, be it any scheme, be it related to health, be it related to education, be it related to food, be it related to any free amount of money provided to them due to any crisis. This can be any scheme. These 17 schemes will be helping or can provide direct assistance to the beneficiaries, reaching out to the person at the bottom of the pyramid in rural areas by each of the participating ministries or department. How can we implement this Aazadi se Antyodaya Tak in these 75 districts? The campaign will be implemented in a celebratory mood involving all the rural stakeholders, including families of identified freedom fighters, Panchayati Raj institutions, women networks, youth groups, and students, highlighting the achievement of the scheme. Alright, if they highlight them, if they bring up this topic when they are giving any interview or when they are talking in any panchayat or anywhere in group, then this implementation can bring more ease and it can be implemented easily to even a large section of the society. And what is this scheme? It will be providing 17 schemes that are of the central government, that of 9 central ministries. These 17 schemes can help the people of those 75 districts in 28 states and can help the people that are at the bottom of the pyramid in the rural areas. Moving on. Next, we are talking about IIM, that is your Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode. Recently, Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode and African Asian Rural Development Organization have signed an MOU. This MOU is to promote and collaborate in research, consultancy, technical knowledge, and assistance in promoting sustainable agriculture and rural development practices in 33 member nations of AARDO, that is your African Asian Rural Development Organization. Question will be direct and simple to you, that in order to help the African Asian Rural Development Organization, which institute of India has signed an MOU to provide research, consultancy, technical knowledge, assistance in promoting sustainable agriculture and various other practices in the 33 member nations of AARDO. It is your IIM, that is your Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode. Alright, simple and direct, remember it. If we look at some of the features of this MOU, this feature that is between IIT and AARDO is to address the challenges in the agriculture and sustainable rural development through research, publications, consultancy and advisory, and give them the right amount of information that yes, this is the right process you should follow to achieve the desirable result. This will also focus on advancing new knowledge and its sharing innovative solutions, interventions, capacity enhancements to benefit the strengthened rural communities of these countries. Alright. So, to help the 33 member nations of African Asian Rural Development Organization, IIT, Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode, IIM Kozhikode have signed an MOU with African Asian Rural Development Organization. Moving on. Next, we are talking about Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently laid foundation stones for several projects in Assam. These projects are related to healthcare, education in Assam. It includes veterinary college in Dipu. Veterinary is who is a vet? Vet is a doctor who take care of ill animals. Alright, so veterinary college in Dipu, degree college in West Karabi, agriculture college in Kolonga, with various projects. More than 500 crore rupees have been foundation stones for which have been laid in Assam. The project works are done with the spirit of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. So just to remember, recently various foundation stones for various several projects, be it healthcare, education, veterinary college, degree college, were laid down in Assam. Question can be asked, what is the amount or what is the worth of projects that was laid down in Assam? 500 crore rupees projects were to be established in Assam. This was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Next, we are talking about global real-time payments. Recently, 40% of global real-time payments originated in India in 2021. This is a very high and important data that you need to know. As we know, India has a very large population, so we have many negative effects of those populations also. But when it comes to digitization, population helps us to grow. How? We see that more the number of people, then more the number of devices will be there, more the number of application downloads will be there, so more customers to the people who are providing that service to them. So India has a huge service population that is providing data to the people. So 40% of global real time payments originated in India itself. Question can be asked, which is the country that has secured the first position in the most number of digital payments? It is your India. All right, India is followed by which country? On second position it was China, but the most number of digital payments, online digital payments, were done in which country? It was done in India. In order to a report that was released by Center for Economics and Business Research, the report title was The Economic Impact of Real-Time Payments, April 2022. It stated that India accounted for the highest volume of real-time payments, that is the first rank in this data, among businesses around the world, with $48.6 billion in real-time payments through 2021, which is 40% of the global real-time payments originated that in 2021. The report featured 53 global markets and 30 countries. India was followed by China at the second place with just 18.5 billion real-time transaction. Can you see the difference? In China it was 18.5 billion dollar of transaction, but in India it was 48.6 billion dollar time of transaction was there. This is a huge data. All right, then as I told you, there is a negative of having a huge population in India, but on the other side, if we consider it digitally, if we are considering from a point of business, then India has a very high scope because we have a very huge market, we have a very large population. For example, if a company want, for example say Facebook will be more profitable in which country? Say two countries. A country is having just a population of 1,000 people, but B is having a population of 1 lakh people. So who do you think, in which country there will be a better business opportunity for Facebook, Instagram, your various other applications, say for example Twitter? So who do you think will be having more better opportunity? So definitely be, that is the advantage of having a large population. Even now if you see on Instagram, majority of the Instagram followers we see in millions people are having. Where are these millions of followers coming from? These are from countries like India, because we have a very large population. Even a data was released last year that only about 1/3 of the population in India has cell phones, and even just half of the population in India has internet connections to them. Many remote areas and villages do not have a smartphone and even an internet connection to them. All right, then still we have such a huge population and such a huge advantage over these businesses. All right, so just remember, 40% of the global real-time payments originated in India, or you can say India secured the first position with the highest online payments in world. Moving on, next we will be talking about cryptocurrency. What is the tax slab for cryptocurrency? That is 30% on the crypto gains that you will be making, and 1% on each sell and purchase of the cryptocurrency. So recently, remember, India secured 21st position in the crypto gains in 2021, and this report was released by Chain Analysis. I repeat, Chain Analysis recently released a report that stated that India secured 21st position in the terms of crypto gains, or you can say crypto profit made by the people in the world. India secured 21st position, and this index was topped by United States of America with the most number of crypto gains. If we are talking about Chain Analysis, who is the CEO? Michael Groneger is the CEO of Chain Analysis. Headquarters is in New York, United States of America. Next, we will be talking about Russia. Russia has withdrawn itself from the United Nations World Tourism Organization. I repeat, recently Russia has withdrawn itself from United Nations World Tourism Organization. Remember this data. Next, Next, we will be talking about India's first open for all digital ecosystem that was launched specifically for MSME sector. I repeat, recently ICICI Bank has launched India's first open for all a digital ecosystem that will be focusing on MSMEs in India. This will include the customers of other banks, integrating banking services with value added offerings, and this ecosystem is supported by three pillars that are important. They are enhanced banking services for existing customers, a variety of banking services to MSMEs, a wide range of value added services for everyone. I repeat, if we are talking about the open for all digital ecosystem, this was launched for MSMEs. This was launched by whom? This was launched by which bank? ICICI Bank launched this digital ecosystem, that is open, India's first open for all digital ecosystem with an open architecture to empower all the medium, small and micro, small and medium enterprises. Alright, then this would serve as a comprehensive platform for MSME sector, which is a vital part of the Indian economy, by improving ease of doing business so that they may focus on the growth. Alright, that means this open for all platform will make the business owners to deal with their business in an easy, and they can help them to even help in the growth of their businesses. Next we will be talking about RBI. RBI has recently imposed a penalty of 1.12 crore rupees on a bank. What is the name of the bank? It is Bank of Maharashtra. For non-compliance, RBI has imposed a penalty of 1.12 crore rupees. Alright, highly important. What was the reason for this penalty? This Bank of Maharashtra was penalized for non-compliance pertains to certain directions issued to the Know Your Customers direction of 2016. I repeat, this compliance or this penalty of 1.2 crore rupees on the Bank of Maharashtra was for non-compliance pertains to the certain directions that were issued by RBI to KYC directions. Alright, to the directions that was provided by RBI, those guidelines, those directions were not met in 2000 according to 2016 standards. That's the reason RBI imposed a penalty of 1.12 crore rupees on Bank of Maharashtra. Next, we will be talking about India Pharma and Indian Medical Devices Award for the year 2022. Important, pay attention. Bhagwant Khuba, who is the Union Minister of State and Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers, has conferred India Pharma and India Medical Device Award 2022 during the 7th edition of the International Conference on Pharma and Medical Device in 2022. S. Arpana, Secretary of the Department of Pharmaceuticals and the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, was also participated in this event. Apart from this, if we are talking about India Pharma and India Medical Devices Award, this award announced the 6 main categories. Alright, it is awarded in the 6 main categories of Indian Pharma and Indian Medical Device Award. These awards are in the category of Leaders category, Company of the Year, MSME of the Year, Startup of the Year, Innovation of the Year, CSR category. Alright, so in these departments, these awards are presented. The annual flagship 3-day conference was held from 25th to 27th of April at Dr. Ambedkar International Center at New Delhi. Alright, but who was awarded with these important awards? Let's see. For example, if we are talking about India Pharma of the Year, it is your Micro Labs. Micro Labs is the Indian Pharma of the Year. Then Indian Pharma CSR of the Year. Indian Pharma CSR of the Year. It is your ZYDUS Zydus Life Science Limited. It is the Indian Pharma CSR of the Year. Similarly, India's Medical Device Leader of the Year. India Medical Device Leader of the Year. It is your Poly Medicure. Do remember these three. India Pharma CSR of the Year is your Zydus Life Science Limited. India Medical Device of the Year, it is your Device Leader of the Year. It is your Poly Medicure Limited. And Indian Pharma Formulation, it is of Micro Labs. Alright, so these are some of the words you need to pay attention. Then the important thing I want you to remember is the theme of the India Pharma is India Pharma Vision 2047 Transformative Agenda for Future. Alright, and if we are talking about India Medical Device, the theme is transforming healthcare through innovation and integrated services. This is the question I will be asking you if I am giving you any questions in future. So I want you to take a note of this theme. If we are talking about the theme of Indian Pharma, it is India Pharma Vision 2047, transformative agenda of the for the future. And for India Medical Device, the theme is transforming healthcare through innovation and integrated services. I want you to remember these two themes. All right, pay attention. I will be asking these questions in future. Moving on. Next, we are talking about Attal Tunnel. Recently, BRO, Border Road Organization, has received the Best Infrastructure Project for Attal Tunnel. I repeat, BRO's project, that is your Attal Tunnel, received the Best Infrastructure Project Award from Indian Building Congress. Important, pay attention, take a note. How I told you to take a note in a one-liner format. Alright, BRO won the Attal Tunnel, or BRO won the Best Infrastructure Project Award for Attal Tunnel. Alright, and it was awarded from whom? Indian Building Congress. On 28th of April, this 9.02 kilometer long Attal Tunnel built by the BRO in Himachal Pradesh has won the Indian Building Congress Award for Excellence in Built Environment 2021 under the Best Infrastructure Project category. Mark this. Alright, so what are the things you need to remember here? BRO constructed Attal Tunnel. Where is Attal Tunnel? In Himachal Pradesh. BRO's Attal Tunnel received the Indian Building Congress Award for Excellence in Building Environment for 2021, and they won this award under the Best Infrastructure Project category. Remember this. Then apart from this, Lieutenant General Rajiv Chaudhary, who is the Director General of Border Road Organization, received the award during the 25th Annual Convention of the IBC, that is your Indian Building Congress. As you can see him in the picture, he is Lieutenant General Rajiv Chaudhary. And Attal Tunnel won the IBC award, that is your Indian Building Congress Award for Excellence in Built Environment 2021 under Best Infrastructure Project. Alright, and this Attal Tunnel will be is in where? It is in Himachal Pradesh. Remember this also. This Attal Tunnel connects Manali to Lahore Spiti throughout the year. Remember this also. Previously, this valley was cut off around for 6 months due to heavy snow, but with the help of this tunnel, now Manali is connected directly to Lahore Spiti. Next, we are talking about International Dance Day. On 29th of April, we observe International Dance Day. International Dance Day observed on 29th of April. This also marks the birth anniversary of Jean-Georges Nouvre. He is the creator of modern ballet dance. So in his memory, International Dance Day is observed on 29th of April. So friends, now shift to the homework part. Based on your notes, based on your understanding, based on your understanding during the video, and if you have paid attention throughout the session, throughout all the sessions we are doing, just for 20 to 30 minutes you have to pay attention. Your concentration with my video should be around 20 to 30 minutes till the video is going on. Alright, if you have paid attention till then these questions are very easy. First question: which institute recently signed an MOU with Indian Air Force to accelerate the indigenization effort of the IAF to achieve Atmanirbhar Bharat? First question. Second, where was the Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya recently inaugurated by Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi? This Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya, or you can say museum for former Prime Ministers of India, was set up at dash location. Third question. Recently, World Trade Organization revised its forecast for the global trade for the year 2022. What was the targeted growth earlier? It was 4.7%, but now it was slashed down to dash percent due to Ukraine war and due to COVID restrictions that are going on in China. So due to these two things, the global trade growth was slashed down from 4.7% to dash. That is asking you here. Then next question, name the personality. This is your fourth question. Name the personality who received the International Gandhi Award for Leprosy in the individual category by Venkaiah Naidu sir, who is the Vice President of India. If you remember, this International Gandhi Award for Leprosy was awarded in two categories. They are, first is individual and second is in institution category. I want you to comment both the answer, individual as well as institution. I last time also I gave this question in homework and I saw only 3 to 4 students have commented the answer. I want all of you to comment below the answer of these question I am giving you. Next, cricketer Hamish Bennett, this is your fifth question, has announced retirement from all the forms of cricket. Which country does he belongs to? Similarly, Shane Warne. Shane Warne has recently passed away. You have to tell me Shane Warne was from which country. He used to play cricket, but he was from which country? These two questions you have to also answer below. So friends, that's all for the day. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thanks. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862 and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price and that will help you to boost your preparation.